stay here. In these countries, looking at the daily weather forecast is very important. It helps you to prepare and plan for yourself. Fortunately for us, we were traveling during the autumn and the cold was bearable with on average of 8 to 10 degrees Celsius. One day it was part sunny and part rainy, but the rest of the days were bright and absolutely lovely. People here know mostly French. English is really secondary to them. How have we been managing? We've been managing using the translator. So we translate to the phone and then it would speak French and that's how they'd understand. But there are scenarios where we do not have internet and that time we really struggle. Paris streets are filled with a variety of restaurants. You will see people enjoying a variety of meals on the roadside, which makes the streets look so homely and friendly. The most famous foods in Paris are the croissants, macarons, jambon beurre, cheese, onion soup, the steak tarte and escargots. The steak tarte is raw meat. I tried a bit of that, but I couldn't finish it. We had the croissants literally every day for breakfast. Start your day like a true Parisian. These are macarons. There are different flavors. There's the caramel flavor. There is the vanilla flavor. No, it's absolutely yum. Just one macaron like this is 3 euros. Yeah, but it's worth it. And this is jambon beurre is just a Parisian ham, butter, and of course the deliciously crispy baguette that's holding the magic together. The escargots, those are snail delicacies. Really, we didn't have the guts to try it. We've heard France is famous for its effective network of public transport. Indeed, it is the best way to get around the city. Their high-speed rail networks within Paris is extremely efficient and popular. Let me not forget to mention the rates are standardized. The people traffic at these rail metros is relatively high. Most people use these metros on a daily basis for it is convenient and fast. The metro is constructed both the underground and through the city. But all the entries into the metro are underground. The chaos is not seen. The view you get through the city is awesome. On the road, people owned cars were Peugeot, Citroën and Renault. More of Renault, I would say. Only a few taxis were Toyota, the hybrid model. Always kept polished and clean. Of course, the buses are there for the public means. A lot of people walk and they walk fast paced, maybe because of the cold weather and they want to get to where they're going, or maybe because I felt I was just walking too relaxed. As you can see, there are so many options. You can hire bicycles, skate scooters, and these are used a lot. The roads are also designed to accommodate these users. Many people use bikes as well. It's called La Dame Fair. It's French for Iron Lady. Found on the Champ de Mars in Paris. It's named after the engineer Gustave Eiffel. whose company designed and built the tower. Its construction started in 1887 and was completed by 1889. The tower has 3 levels for visitors, with restaurants on the first and second levels. Tickets can be purchased to ascend by stairs or lift. Eiffel was allowed to have the tower for 20 years before the government of France would own it. Eiffel needed to prove that this tower was strategically useful in the long term. He developed different ways to prove this. Several scientific experiments were even done by the Wright brothers under this tower. The government had intentions to break down this tower for scrap, but it served very useful in many ways, such as sending and receiving wireless messages, particularly for the French military. It even contributed to the capture of a spy on behalf of Germany. Gustave Eiffel, accompanied by his daughter Claire, built a small apartment at the top of the tower, where he hosted prestigious guests during small private receptions. This scene shows the visit by Thomas Edison on September 10, 1889. We were standing at a height of 281 meters. The addition of a broadcasting aerial at the top of the tower makes it to a height of 324 meters tall. It is now taller than the Chrysler Building in New York and the tallest structure in Paris. It was the tallest man-made structure in the world then. Its base is a square measuring 125 meters on each side. This monument was built to celebrate the centennial of the French Revolution. It was estimated to cost 6.5 million francs at the time, and around 80% of it was footed by Eiffel. This chart on top of the Eiffel Tower records the highest points in every country. I was amazed to see the Hilton Hotel of Kampala recorded there, 19 meters. The Muséum Louvre is the world's largest art museum and a historic monument in Paris, a central landmark of the city. The museum is within an extravagant palace. The paintings, artwork, sculptures, and collections are amazing. I was absolutely filled with awe. For non-artists like us, we would need at least 3 days to understand the magnificence of this art. We only knew about the Mona Lisa until we went there.
Da Vinci's Mona Lisa was insured in 1962 and had an insurance value of $100 million. This sum equates to more than $867 million in 2021. Least did we think this painting of the Mona Lisa is just an max an A3 or an A2 size. There were several other works of art that was remarkable.
Today we are going to the Bercy village. It's not so far away from here, around 300 meters from where we stay, from the Ibis Hotel.
After that, we visited some of the high branded streets like the Dior, Prada, Gucci, and several others. This shopping mall is called the Lafayette. Amazing, amazing architecture. We walked into a Friday market in the evening. More of organic stuff here. Homemade handicrafts and things of the sorts.
It's okay.
So we happened to pass by a very, very heavily populated street, and we couldn't help but enter one of the churches. The streets were populated, but inside the church there was just very few people in there.